Oshe niema ekoso ewo maimwa. Very bad. Anra na me hwe minyadaji follow Bawku pa.
Okay.
And Bawku, as I speak with you, so Mike, all is not well.
Bawku is boiling.
It is not just not only boiling, but it is becoming a war-torn zone. What is happening, Ewo Bawku? My uncle Nayane, a local journalist for the area, Simon in Inkomo. I hire EZRA TV, EZRA Radio across the 16 regions of Ghana. Maybe I can send me your video and your comment. Simon, good morning and welcome to EZRA TV, EZRA Radio. I'm Kofi Asante. What is happening currently at Bawku now?
Good morning and good morning to our cherished viewers and listeners of EZRA TV and Radio. Yes, Bawku this morning, actually, there is heavy tension as I speak to you. And everything, 2021, that the conflict re-emerged when the Mampusi settlers decided to go to Nalirgu in the northeast region to choose somebody who is a Mampusi to come and rule the people of the Kusasis. That was the genesis of the problem. But what happens was that because they did that, the Kusasis, who are almost 90% of the total population in the Kusat area, that is Bawku, Zebila, Chimpani, Garu, Pusiga, and Binduri, have decided that then they will not transact any business with a Mampusi man or woman. So the Bawku Central Market, it's in the midst of the Mampusi settlers. So when the Kusati have decided that, then they have taken themselves out and also created a satellite market, refusing to go there because they have realized that for a number of years, anytime Bawku is on its ugly head, the Mampusi use the opportunity to fire gunshots on market days. Children and women running helter-skelter, leaving their properties, and these people will convey them. Animals market, they will run and leave, and the next day you cannot ask anybody. So they created this market, and then the overlord of Bawku, Zugran, Naba Asiri, Abuwago Azwaka, have issued a statement that he doesn't want to transact business with any Mampusi settler until Otunfo Osei-Tutu II comes out with his final mediation that government, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, have handed the Bawku issue to him. If Otunfo have come final with the mediation and said it is Mampusi that owes Bawku, he will hand over. If they also say that it is Kusasi that hand Bawku, then the Mampusi should submit to him. Until that is done, they cannot have any business doing with the Mampusi. And one funny thing is that the Mampusis are not farmers. They depend on market food for survival. So if locals did not send food to the market, they will not be able to feed themselves because they don't have farm. They only stay inside the town. Outside and then all where you can farm belongs to the Kusasis. So when this was done, how to feed becomes very problem. So the Mampusi approached the policemen to help them purchase food from the Kusasi centralized market. And the policemen have been helping them. But what triggered this one is on the E-Day, a Kusasi girl, 2 years old, found her way to the Mampusi settlement. And this 2 years old girl was murdered. That angered the Kusasis. And they said, if that is the problem, you are entering here to buy food. And a 2 years old girl who doesn't even know what is happening in Bawku, find her way to your settlement and you couldn't spare her, but killing her, then we don't have any business with you. So on Wednesday was Bawku Market Day. So the police have come to tell the Kusasis that if the Mampusi people come, they should allow them. And the youth said they cannot allow them. The only thing is that they should talk to their overlord. If the overlord understands, they will allow them. Because of that confrontation, the police opened fire, ended up killing a Kusasi leader and wounding 8. So far, 2 people have been confirmed dead. So the youth also take the law into their own hands, burning 2 police vehicles, burning the divisional police commander house, burning the crime officer house, burning the CID house in Bawku. So far, 8 houses belonging to the police have been set ablaze, including Hajia Ladi, that is the MP for Pusiga constituency house, and that of Mama Ayarga house. As I speak to you, the police station for Binduri was set ablaze last night, and that of the police station in Binguri. So now police and the youth are paralyzed. They don't want to meet at all. And all these things are caused by the regional police commander. The reason why I'm saying this is that the police in Bawku Central have refused to accompany either Kusasi to the Mamprusi settlement or Mamprusi to the Kusasi settlement because they know what will happen. And the regional police commander brought in some new recruits on Tuesday night. And they were those same new recruits on Tuesday night that went and killed the two Kusasi guys on Wednesday morning. Which the divisional police commander said he didn't even know about them. He did not give them any order to do anything. What they can say is that they were ordered from the region to come to Bawku to settle case. And if you are coming to settle case, this is not how it should go on. And as I speak to you, you will not see even a single police in Bawku. Some of them have gone to Pusga, and the youth went to Pusga and attacked them. It took the military to rescue them from the Pusga. One of the police was wounded, and currently he is receiving treatment in the regional capital. This is what is happening in the town right now.
So, are you working in Bawku Township as we speak?
Yes, I'm a local radio station manager and then a nurse, of course. So I work in Bawku.
So why the woman, the Pusiga MP's house burning? And why is Mama Yarga, why did they also destroy his house? For what?
The people are saying that Mama Yarga and then the Ajaladi, they know the truth about Bawku. During the campaign, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama made his visit to the Bawku Naba Palace and assured Bawku Naba that if he assumed into office, two kings cannot be in one kingdom. The one that have gone to the northeast to be enskined, and he is the reason why people have been dying. He will arrest that person, and the law will work. And John Mama have been into the seat for more than 3 months, and nobody is talking about the man arrest. So the youth have made their investigation, and they get to realize that it is Mama Ayarga and the Pusga constituency MP. They were the people that were supposed to advise the president to arrest that man to bring peace to Bawku, and they are mute. So the only thing they can do is to destroy their property, and they have also declared them wanted in the Bawku area. That all of them that found themselves in Bawku, all the 6 MPs, the Dr. Thomas Anaba, the Beru MP, Lydia Akanvarba, the Timpani MP, Mama Ayarga, Bawku Central MP, Ayiladi, the Pusga MP, Lawyer Yusuf Mahmoud, the Binduri MP, and Ebenezer, the Zebila MP, that if they are found within the Pusga territory, they will not be spared. That is what the youth have issued, that they don't want to see them here until they tell His Excellency John Dramani Mahama the real problem, and to forward work towards it. Until the Bawku conflict is resolved, they don't want to see their MPs. They have come to realize that the MPs are their main problem. They will use the conflict, campaign themselves. That was the reason why you heard during the December that 187 polling stations recorded Bawumia 0-0. The people voted because Bawumia was a Mampusi, and they knew that because he was a Mampusi, that is why his brothers were misbehaving. So if they vote for somebody who is not a Mampusi, he will solve the problem. And it's like your mama have come and the problem have worsened. So that is the reason why they are attacking their MPs.
So the thing, John Dramani Mahama, the president, is reluctant to act on his campaign promise.
Yes, that is the only thing they are asking. The one that have gone to the Nigeria to be in scheme, he is almost getting to 80 years. And so far, more than 1,000 youths have lost their life just because of one man interest. So if all the time we are saying mediation, and nothing is happening, and we all know it, Mampusis are in North-East region, that is Naleru and Wale, and they have to sit there and choose somebody to come and take care of Kusasis. And if a Kusasi man want to go there, he has to go there with translator, because Kusasi man doesn't understand Mampusi language, and the Mampusi man coming to rule us, how will they understand the language? They have to go with a translator. That is why the Kusasi are saying, if they want to be a chief of the Mampusis in Bawku, they don't have problem. But to be a chief of over Kusasis, it doesn't work that way. Even if
but what would be the reaction if this the Mamprisi man is removed as the chief? Wouldn't the Mamprisi people also react badly?
One funny thing about it, the Mamprisi people know very well that Bawku scheme is not for them. Look, since Nkrumah, when the white people were ruling us, we were having something we call indirect rule. And the indirect rule, those days, they choose the chief to rule. And those times when the white people descended in the north, they first settled in Nalergu. And the Nalergu people could understand the broken English. So they choose one of them to come into Bawku so that he will be the one that will report all what will be happening in Bawku to them. At that time, Bawku were not ruled by chief. They were ruled by Tingandana, which we call the chief priest. And it was the Tingandana that were ruling. So when the white brought him to be the chief of Bawku, or he will be taking care of Bawku, immediately Ghana gained independence. The Kusasi wrote a petition, and the last governor to leave Ghana, Lord Listowel, issued a white paper saying that Bawku is for Kusasis, and quickly organized the Kusasis that they should skin themselves before he will hand over everything for them before Nkrumah take over. And the Kusasis did that. And Lord Listowel, with the white paper, says that the Bawku is for Kusasis. When Nkrumah also came, Nkrumah went to Kolongungu, and the Mamprisi agitated. If you care to know, that was why Nkrumah's first bomb attempt was done in Kolongungu. That is in an area in Bawku. That was planned by the Mamprisi. That Nkrumah has come and he is enforcing that Kusasi should rule. So way back, if you care to know the total population of Bawku, Mamprisi constitute only 2% out of the total population. The second largest population of Bawku should be Defes and be Moves. These were the two people that were supposed to be fighting for Bawku chieftaincy, but not Mamprisi. So Mamprisi getting to agitate, it will not have any relevance like Kusasis, because Kusasis have dominated all the 6 constituencies in the Kusat area. So they could look into the law and let it work rather than pampering one side. Or if you do this, this one will happen. If you do this, this one will happen. The Mamprisi themselves know for over 41 years they have never ventured to inskin a thief until Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was made a flag bearer, and they realized that he's a Mamprisi. So if they do anything, Bawumia will support them. So that is the only reason why they inskin the chief.
This promise you are claiming the John Dramani Mahama made, that when he come the chief will be arrested and taken out. Is it that he made it open campaign promise, or you heard it from people that this is what the president has committed himself?
He made it open at Bolgatanga, the regional capital. And he made it open at the National House of Chiefs. And in the Zubran Palace of Bawku, he made it openly. And after this interview, I can send you all the video evidences of what he said. He himself knew very well. We don't blame His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. That is why the youth are attacking the MP. When John Dramani Mahama, 1 week after he swearing in, he made a visit to Bawku. And later on, what the youth heard was that man was supposed to be arrested. But the MP said he shouldn't arrest him, because if you arrest him, he will bring Bawku to arrest. And they advised Mama not to arrest him. The people are not blaming the president. The people are blaming their own MPs who knows more about the Bawku conflict. And they don't want to act, because almost all the Mamprisi areas voted John Dramani number 00 and voted Mama Ayarga 00. And almost all the police stations in the Kusasi areas voted Bawumia 00 and voted the MPP flag bearer 00. Can you imagine, out of the 50,000 people that voted in Bawku, the MPP candidate had only 1,000 votes. That tells you that the Kusasi are over-dominating, and you should do what you say them. It's just like we have many northerners in Ashanti Kingdom. And because northerners are living in Ashanti Kingdom, can they get up to say they want to be the Ashanti Hene? And if they didn't do the right thing, northerners will go around burning Ashanti houses. It doesn't work that way. You have to look who really owns the Ashanti Kingdom. It's Ashantis. and nobody does that. So if you also come to the Bawku area, it's the Kusasis, and nobody does that. The law is there to be worked on, and that was why Rollins by then have to issue a degree 1-1 supporting the Kusasis, and that was why Rollins have to bring the military rule to arrest all the Mampusi leaders that were terrorizing the town. And since 1987 till 2000, until Rollins dropped down, there wasn't any Bawku conflict. Rollins have to use the law and even add it in the constituency, the constitution. In order to back the Kusasis to rule. And that was why the Mampusi back up. And Rollins made it that any Mampusi man seen claiming to own Bawku will be arrested and be prosecuted. And they withdraw. And at that time, 2000, Nana Adudanko Akufo-Addo was the lead counsel of the Mampusis. They went, when Kufuor came to power, they went to the Supreme Court in 2003. And the Supreme Court sat in favor of the Kusasis. And they withdraw the case. And then the Supreme Court, if you want to withdraw the case, then they find them to pay to the current Bawku Naba. And the current Bawku Naba said he doesn't take his enemy money. So he doesn't want it. And left the money for them. And they went. So when Akufo-Addo became president, they thought that he was our lead counsel and we couldn't win the case. Now he's the president. If we try, maybe we can use through the judiciary to influence them in other giving the chieftaincies back to us. Akufo-Addo looked up to their face and said, Bawku chieftaincy cannot be changed. You rather go for Mampusi community chief or forget it. That was what happened. And Akufo-Addo didn't mind them. Until Bawumia became a flag barrier. And all of a sudden, they went and installed a chief. And they thought if Bawumia became a president, everything will work in their favor. So the only problem is that Otunfo have called on the Zugurana and also the Nairi. And the Zugurana told him that if Mampusi claims to own Bawku, he should bring the Nairi to come to Bawku and call all the boss and the river boss he own in Bawku and sacrifice. And he also call his boss and do sacrifice. And
okay. Simon, I would have to pause you here. Simon is a local journalist in Bawku and giving us up to speed exactly what happened. Live on EZRA TV, EZRA Radio.